What is going on, guys? And in this section we are talking about loops. So loops is considered to be a very powerful tool that we will use a lot in this course and in some of our future courses. And basically all it does is simply allowing us to loop or to run over and over again some piece of code to repeat some block of commands multiple times. And that's not exactly what we've used so far, right? That's not something that we've used in the previous videos or in the previous sections. So we can say that up to this section, if we had some written commands, whether they were input, output, math operations, or whatsoever, we knew that these commands will be executed just once. They will simply be executed one after the other. And once you're done with them, you will move on to the next command. So you run some commands, you're finished, you're moving on to the next commands. But there will be times when you would like to take some commands and repeat them, repeat some block of code, not just running it once. And one way to do so is by using the copy and paste technique and, well, simply to copy some commands and then paste them in your code as many times as you would like. So that would be option number one. And although this messy approach may work for some tasks, there are other challenges that this approach will not even be capable of solving. And luckily for us, as the future awesome programmers who know all the programming concepts, right? Once we study loops, we'll be able to write such cool programs that will be capable of repeating the same task, the same code, over and over again until we tell it to stop. And this will be done by using these awesome loops statements instead of this messy copy and paste approach. So in this section we are going to talk about loops and explain in details what is a loop concept and take a look into a couple of different types of loops, including while loops and for loops, and we will learn how they can be used, what are the differences between each of them, what are the similarities, and when you should prefer using one over the other. We will also talk about what is an iteration and what it has to do with loops. We will see how we can get out of loops, what are the commands to do so, and what loops have to do with the control flow and conditions that we've learned in the previous sections. Also, if we will have time, we are going to take a look at a couple of examples and the concept of using nested loops, which is similar to nested conditions, just with loops. It's simply loops inside loops. So basically it's going to be fun and we will enjoy this lesson a lot. So in addition to all the interesting concepts that we are going to learn in this section, you are also going to develop a really cool program that is going to answer the 10 cents versus $1 million question, which basically stands for if you would rather have $1 million right now, or you would rather have 1 cent knowing that it will be doubled every day for the next 30 days. And what you are going to do is you are going to develop a program that will be able to calculate and answer this very interesting question. So later on you may either share this cool question as well as this program with your friends and colleagues to see what they think of it and to let them choose what they think they would take and probably to prove them wrong. So I hope you're ready for this section and let's get started.